Okay. So probably a good idea. I'll go back to here. Now, I just thought I'd run this little live into the group because I just wanted to show something that's been happening a little bit. Let me just share screen. I'll just share this one. Yeah. So I don't know if you can see that there. That there's a signal came in this morning for a quick fire on a GBP NZD, and I marked it up. It had divergence to a set, not on RSI, but it did on the MACD, and it was at this first candle, which was red. I think even did I come back? Let me just have a look. NZ. No, the NZD. All right, so I've got to come back to NZD. Yeah. So basically you can see where it's moving on there, but this is the harmonic on it. So, and I thought, and then it jumped with this candle. You can see the wick went right up the top here, and then it went on a sell, and then it's gone way past the 15%. It's gone up, and it actually touched the TP1, which is 38.2. And that's all okay. That's great. And, could have got into the trade, only one entry, and it's a bat, and everything's all really nice. Let me just stop sharing that, and I'll share you something over here. Let me share screen on this. So you see, this is a reason why. I'll show you, go over here. So this is my trading station, and this was up about just a little while ago, this was up about 7 or 8 pips. So if you're going to go for 10 pips, for example, in here, and you've got a 10 pip stop loss, this probably would have made it, but you've got to add on, like it was nearly double. So 10 pips was nearly 17 needed because of the actual spread. You can see it's jumping around 6.7, 5.7, 4.8. If you were in the trade and it went down, that's fine. But when I was looking at taking this trade, I'll go back and show you the other. So when looking at taking this trade here, the issue is that the spread was 7, 8, and so you have to add that onto your actual what you're going to put your take profit at for the trade. So it's something to consider. Looking at spread is a very important sort of component to this quick fire and that. So if, for example, it was, 1.5, perfect, like somewhere between the 1.5, around that area is, for me and the broker that I have, is pretty sort of standard for that. But you see, you got to remember that GBP NZD is what they call one of the FX crosses. So it normally has a higher spread on it. And if you went to some of the majors, I'll just show you majors. I'll just stop sharing that and come back across over to here. So if you see that these are sort of the major pairs, and if you can see, 1.3, 1.2, this is 1.9, it's a GBP again. 1.6, USDC at 2.1, 1.2 on USD JPY. So you really want that sort of below 1.5s. I mean, I don't know, at 2, it'd have to be a good scan and high possibility of that, that 15% to take it at 2.2. If you see 1.1s, those sorts of trades, you look at that, you would take that pretty well straight away. If everything else matches up in the QF language as such, or let's come back here again. So you can see this. So in QF stuff, so you can see it's come up, it's touched that. It may even go further, I don't know, but that's not a scan at the moment to take. So I just wanted to sort of, hang on, I'll just see what else is Euro GBP, see if there's something. Yeah, it's a Gartley, but it's like there's not enough on the CD leg there. You can see that straight away. Anyway, I hope that little bit helps. And I'll do some other ones in relation to this, but looking at the, stop that sharing up. So make sure you're looking at the spread on a pair if you're going to actually trade on a QF, because it will have a very important sort of effect upon the outcome. So, if you're looking for 10 pips and you're loading it up with 7 pips, basically it pulls it down by 7. So you've got to make up 7 before you can actually get your 10. So really you've got to get, 17. And the likelihood of that, it would depend on the scan. With the question though, is it easier to get 5 pips or 10 pips or 17 pips? So of course it's easier to get 5 or maybe 10 on it. It's 17 sort of pushes it even further, and the mathematical chances are a lot less. All right, I hope that little video helps out, and yeah, I'll be back with more as we go along. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this, just maybe refer it to other people. If you do, put hearts or whatever, or ticks or likes or something. And if you've watched this as a replay, if you could just put replay and maybe a comment from there, that would be very nice. I much appreciate that. Okay, then, till next time. See you later.